Welcome back to Moments of Mayhem, the series where I break down the craziest comebacks and moments around the sports world. In today's episode, we have news on former Michigan football members J.J. McCarthy and his old coach Jim Harbaugh. Also, just before we get started here, I want to point out that some audio issues have been occurring in the past couple videos, including this one, so I apologize for that in advance. But back into the video, if you've been keeping up with sports news at all, you may see a headline taking place on Vikings QB J.J. McCarthy regarding his right knee. At first, J.J. started to complain about his right knee hurting throughout August 10th's preseason weekend, and as the problem progressed and the word got to head coach Kevin O'Connell, McCarthy was held out of practice that Monday and was told to get an MRI that night. But unfortunately for McCarthy, the results were not pleasant, and it is confirmed by multiple sources that he had torn his right meniscus and will undergo surgery. And sadly, that means that he will not play football this year. He is out for the rest of the season. That just made breaking news, by the way, as I'm recording this. What exactly is a torn meniscus, though? Well, the meniscus itself is a cartilage between the shin and thigh bone that absorbs the shock when you're walking or running. So when you tear that, which is usually caused by forcefully twisting it in some way, it can cause swelling, obviously pain, and it can cause normal football activities like running very difficult. So in the long run, what kind of surgery that he could have had, and at first they thought that he was going to have this, but it didn't turn out to be the case, was a trim, which is where the surgeon removes the damaged tissues and parts of the meniscus, and he would have only been out for a few weeks. But now it is confirmed, just now, that he will be receiving a total repair, which is where they sew up the parts that need to be sewn together in the meniscus, including the tissue and the cartilage and everything around it. So we hope and pray that McCarthy can rest up and get ready for the next season ahead of him. Now let's take a turn over to Jim Harbaugh. Now this news is less important, so I'm not going to spend as much time on it as McCarthy, but basically Jim Harbaugh got selected as Michigan's honorary captain for the home opener against Fresno State on August 31st, but Jim declined the invitation because he said that he didn't want it to be a distraction to his team or the Wolverines because he's now the coach of the NFL's Chargers. But if you've been keeping up with the last year's sports shenanigans, then I think we can all agree that that's not why Harbaugh declined Michigan's offer. So, yeah. But that is going to wrap up Moments of Mayhem Episode 5. Hope you all enjoyed. We pray for J.J. McCarthy's speedy recovery and for a great and helpful surgery. And be sure to like and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.